6 acres of continuous construction for 38 years without a single blueprint. For nearly 4 decades, a widow named Sarah Winchester built a house. Not just any house, but a sprawling, labyrinthine mansion in San Jose, California, that seemed to grow organically, without a master plan. What drove this constant, almost feverish construction? Was it grief, guilt, or something far more unsettling? Sarah Lockwood Pardee was born in 1839 into a wealthy New England family. She was refined, educated, and spoke 4 languages. Her life seemed destined for quiet elegance, a path that took a dramatic turn when she married William Wirt Winchester, the son of Oliver Winchester, founder of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. The Winchester fortune, however, carried a heavy shadow. The gun that won the West had brought immense wealth, but also, for some, a profound sense of moral reckoning. This would become a central thread woven through Sarah's later life, a thread that would ultimately manifest in brick and wood. Tragedy struck Sarah early. In 1866, her infant daughter, Annie, died from marasmus, a severe form of malnutrition. Then, in 1881, her husband William succumbed to tuberculosis. These losses, coming so close together, left Sarah utterly heartbroken and deeply isolated, despite her vast inheritance. After William's death, Sarah inherited over $20 million, an astronomical sum for the time, and a daily income of roughly $1,000 from the Winchester Company. This immense wealth afforded her freedom, but it also, perhaps, amplified her grief, leaving her adrift in a sea of means without purpose. It was around this time that the stories begin. Distraught and searching for answers, Sarah reportedly consulted a medium in Boston. This is where the legend of the Winchester curse truly takes root, a narrative that would shape the rest of her days and the very structure of her home. The medium allegedly told Sarah that the Winchester family was cursed by the spirits of all who had died by Winchester rifles. To appease them, she must move west and build a house. As long as construction continued, she would live. If it ever stopped, she would die. So in 1886, Sarah moved to California and purchased an unfinished farmhouse in San Jose. From that moment until her death 36 years later, in 1922, construction on the house would continue, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The house became a living, breathing entity, an architectural anomaly. Staircases led to ceilings, doors opened onto solid walls, and windows peered into other rooms. It was a chaotic symphony of design, driven by a singular, unyielding vision. One of the most iconic features is the Stairway to Nowhere, a grand staircase that ascends 3 stories and abruptly ends at a ceiling. Was it an attempt to confuse malevolent spirits, or simply the result of constant, impulsive additions? Another curious detail, the number 13. Sarah seemed obsessed with it. Many windows had 13 panes, staircases had 13 steps, and a chandelier in the ballroom had 13 gas jets. This wasn't merely superstition. It was a pervasive theme. The house grew to 7 stories before the 1906 San Francisco earthquake toppled its top 3 floors. Instead of rebuilding to its former height, Sarah simply had the damaged upper floors removed, leaving a new, lower roofline and continuing construction horizontally. Sarah's daily routine was as eccentric as her house. She reportedly slept in a different bedroom each night to confuse spirits. Every evening, she would consult a seance room, seeking guidance from the spirits on the day's building plans. However, beyond the legends, a more pragmatic, if still peculiar, explanation exists. Sarah suffered from severe arthritis, which made navigating the house's original steep staircases incredibly painful. She had ramps and easy-rise stairs installed throughout the mansion. Her isolation, too, was profound. Despite her wealth, she had few close friends. The constant building provided a purpose, a distraction from her immense grief and the loneliness that had settled deep within her after her family's deaths. The house became a physical manifestation of her internal world, disordered, labyrinthine, and filled with both beauty and unsettling secrets. It was a monument to her loss, her wealth, and her desperate, ceaseless need for occupation. When Sarah Winchester died in her sleep on September 5, 1922, the construction workers immediately stopped. The hammers fell silent, the saws ceased their whine. The house was left precisely as it was at that moment, an unfinished symphony of wood and brick. At its peak, the mansion boasted 160 rooms, 40 bedrooms, 2 ballrooms, 47 fireplaces, and 10,000 panes of glass. Today, It stands as a testament to one woman's unique coping mechanism and the enduring power of urban legends. The house was eventually purchased by a group of investors and opened to the public in 1923, just a year after Sarah's death. It quickly became a popular tourist attraction, drawing curious visitors from around the world. While many dismiss the ghost stories as mere folklore, the sheer scale and eccentricities of the house undeniably contribute to its mystique. It's easy to imagine whispers in its shadowed corridors, the echoes of a woman driven by an unseen force. The Winchester Mystery House reminds us that grief can manifest in unexpected ways, and that wealth, far from guaranteeing happiness, can sometimes amplify our deepest fears and compulsions. Sarah Winchester built not just a house, but a monument to her own intricate psyche. Whether it was a curse, a coping mechanism, or a desperate attempt to outrun death, the Winchester Mystery House remains one of the world's most fascinating architectural enigmas, a silent, sprawling tribute to a life lived on its own terms. If the mysteries of the past captivate you, join us next time as we explore another hidden corner of history.